Why your green tea tastes bitter. What temperature to brew. How long to brew. This video will give you all answers. On the table, I have 5 different grades of Shenyang Maojian tea. Starting from the left one, these 3 are first and premium grade tea. They're harvested before April 4th. They are early spring tea leaves. This is premium grade, only includes thick buds. This one is first grade, has bigger buds. This one is first grade. It has single bud paired with 1 or 2 tender leaves. This one is second grade, harvested before April 20th. The tea leaves are longer and thicker compared to other 3. The last one is harvested after April 20th and the cheapest one. It is far much thicker and bigger than the other 4. I have arranged these 5 teas from the most delicate and tender to least thicker and tender leaves. So, what is the recommended water temperature for brewing these different green teas? If you choose wrong temperature, you might feel bitter and sour instead of sweet. Generally, we suggest brewing all green teas at a water temperature of 80–85 degrees Celsius. If you want to brew these first grade green tea, the temperature should be on the lower side of this range. Do not brew it at more than 85 degrees Celsius. Although the size and type of these early spring teas vary, their earlier harvest time means they should all be brewed at lower temperatures to preserve their delicate freshness. For these 2 tea leaves, you can use the higher end of the 80–85 degrees Celsius range. Around 85 degrees Celsius, these teas are slightly more mature than the early spring teas, so they can handle a slightly higher brewing temperature while still maintaining their flavor and smoothness. So why water temperature matters in brewing green tea? To explain the reasons in a simple way, if you use the correct temperature, it will bring out the tea's subtle sweetness and mild vegetal flavors. If you overheat it, your green tea can release excess tannins, which causes bitterness and astringency. To prove my suggestions, I will make an experiment. In this experiment, I shall use this tea. I will brew it using the different water temperatures to see the differences. Let me warm the teacup by pouring warm water. Okay, the cup is warm. Now, I will place about the same amount of dry tea leaves into each glass cup. Now, I will begin the tea wash. For this comparison, we are using the same tea but brewing it at different temperatures. The right cup will be brewed using the standard water temperature for green tea, around 85 degrees Celsius, 185 degrees Fahrenheit. The left cup will be brewed at a higher temperature, around 100 degrees Celsius. This will allow us to see the impact of water temperature, the tea. Now, these 2 cups of green tea are well brewed. Their differences are quite apparent, right? The tea brewed at the 85 degrees Celsius temperature has a fresh, light green color with a slight yellow tint. This is exactly what an early spring green tea is supposed to look like. The flavor of this tea is fresh, sweet, and smooth, with no bitterness or astringency. The tea brewed at 100 degrees Celsius, however, has a darker yellowish color. The leaves look as if they have been overcooked, and the flavor is stronger, with noticeable bitterness and astringency. Its fresh sweetness is much less pronounced in this version. So for brewing green tea, we recommend using water at 80–85 degrees Celsius for the best results. Here are 2 important tips. Firstly, it's important to pay attention not only to the water temperature, but also to how you refill the tea. For example, when you finish the first cup and are ready to pour the second, don't drink the entire first cup. Leave about 1/3 of the tea in the cup, then refill it. For each subsequent refill, you should always leave a bit of tea in the cup. This method ensures that the tea's flavor, aroma, and appearance are consistent with each brew, allowing the tea to reach its full potential. In addition, many people also enjoy using a gaiwan to brew green tea. If you use a gaiwan, the water temperature can be slightly higher, around 90 degrees Celsius, 194 degrees Fahrenheit, because the tea is steeped quickly, and the leaves are not left to soak in water like they would be in a single cup. With a gaiwan, the tea should be brewed quickly, with the tea being poured out after just 3 to 5 seconds.